Greetings and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we have all new Vivo S2 5G smartphone, and in this video I'm going to show you some amazing tips and tricks and hidden features of this smartphone. While traveling, if you use your phone and get car sick, then you can use the next feature to prevent that. Open your settings, scroll down, select shortcuts and accessibility. Again scroll down, there you will see motion prompts. Tap on this. From here select always display, then it will start showing these dots on the edges of your screen, and these dots shift forwards and backward during acceleration and deceleration. You can also customize them. You can increase or decrease the number of the dots, you can increase or decrease the size of the dots, and also change the color. If you want to set this in your control panel, then open your control panel, click on this edit icon, and there you will see motion prompt. Drag and drop it to your control panel. Now you can easily enable it and disable it from your control panel like this. You can use the AI to cut out all the background noise on your voice calls and on your video calls. To enable that feature, open your settings, select shortcut and accessibility, scroll down and then select voice isolation. Now if you want to use it for your meetings, then you can select this meet, and you can also select always on, or you can select this control via floating window. Then whenever you will be on meeting, it will show a button. You can enable it and disable it from there. And to use this on your voice calls, select phone and then select always on. Now during call, with the help of AI, it will filter out all the background noise and give you a clear sound. This phone comes with older control panel by default, where you get your notifications and your control panel together. If you want to set the newer one, then click on these three dots, select control center settings, and then select separate. Now it will set the new one where you get your notifications on the left side. So you have to swipe down from the left side to open your notification bar, and you have to swipe down from the right side of your screen like this to open your control panel. You can also switch like this. There's a handy feature called shake to turn on the flashlight. By default that is disabled. To enable that, open your settings, select shortcut and accessibility, select smart motion, and then enable this shake for flashlight. Now whenever you will be on your home screen or you are on your locked screen, if you will shake your phone like this, then it will turn on the flashlight. You can read deleted messages from WhatsApp, Instagram, etc. And if accidentally you have removed any notification from your notification bar, you can also read that again. But firstly, you have to enable the next feature. Open your settings, select notification and status bar, select notification history, and then enable it from here. From now, it will save all the notifications from all the apps which are installed in your smartphone. You can read deleted messages from here, and you can also see any removed notification from your notification bar. You can customize almost every animation and transition in the smartphone. To do that, open your settings, select home screen, lock screen, wallpaper, select dynamic effects. From here, you can customize all these effects. For example, you can change the charging animation. Here you have all different styles. Select your favorite one and then click on apply. You can change the USB insertion animation. You can use this ambient light. So whenever someone will call you or you will play the music, it will show this edge lighting on the edges of a screen like this. You can also change the color from here, select your favorite style and then click on apply. So you can almost change every animation and every effect in the smartphone from here. If you will long press the power button, then it will launch Google Gemini instead of opening your power menu. If you want to set this as your power menu, then open your settings, scroll down, select shortcut and accessibility, select power button, and then select launch power menu. Now if you will long press the power button, then it will launch your power menu and you can power off your smartphone. But if you want to keep this as your digital assistant, now if you want to launch your power menu, then you can press the power button and volume up button at the same time like this, then it will launch your power menu. If your power button is not working, then open your control panel. There you will see power off. Tap on this. From here also you can power off your smartphone. When you are on your home screen, you don't have to reach at the top to open your control center and notification bar. There's a gesture for this. Tap and hold on your home screen, select settings, select swipe down on home screen, and then select notification center and control center. So if you're using the new control panel, then you can swipe down from the blank area from the right side of your screen, then it will open your control center. And if you want to open your notification bar, then you can swipe down from the left side of the screen like this. You can use two applications at the same time in a single screen with the help of split screen feature. Open the first app and then swipe up by using three fingers like this. Now select the second application. As you can see, you will be able to use two apps with the help of split screen feature. With the help of AI, you can get the caption of any video, not just any online video. You can get the captions of any recorded video or any meeting as well. To enable that feature, open your settings, select shortcut and accessibility, scroll down and then select AI caption. Click on agree and then enable AI caption. Select while using the app. It will show you a box like this. It will automatically detect the language and then give you the caption in English. So you can use this while you are on any video call, you are playing any video on YouTube, etc. Or you can also use this for any recorded video in your smartphone. This phone comes with this dynamic light feature. When someone will call you or any notification will come, then it will show that dynamic light. You can customize this. Open your settings, select shortcut and accessibility, scroll down and then select dynamic light. You can schedule this, so from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. it will remain on and then it will disable it. You can use it for incoming calls. You can select favorite contacts, then it will only show the dynamic light for those selected contacts. You can also use this for notification and you can select specific apps. Then whenever any notification will come from that specific app, then it will show you that dynamic light. For example, I'm enabling Facebook. Now I will get any notification from Facebook, then it will show dynamic light like this. You can use any application as floating window just like your desktop and your laptop. Open the application, put it in recent apps and then click on this little arrow. Select small window, then it will open the application as floating window. You can resize it from the corner like this. You can drag and drop it anywhere. You can even minimize it and keep on using your smartphone. And whenever you need that app again, then simply tap on the apps icon. It will reopen it for you. So you can use this feature to multitask in your smartphone. By default, this phone doesn't show your battery percentage in the status bar. If you want to enable that, then open your settings, select battery, scroll down and then select battery icon status bar. From here, you can change the style and from here, you can show the battery percentage. You can make the clone of a lot of applications in the smartphone and then can log in with two different accounts in the same application. Open your settings, select apps, select app clone. From here, you can make the clone of these messenger application and you can also try these other apps. Simply select the app that you want to clone. It will take few seconds and then make the clone. Then you can log in with two different accounts in the same application with the help of this app cloner feature. You can use the smart sidebar feature to multitask in your smartphone as well. To enable that, open your settings, scroll down, select shortcut and accessibility. There you will see smart sidebar, tap on this and then enable it from here. It will start showing a transparent bar on the right side of your screen. Swipe to the left to open this. By default, it has some tools and applications. You can edit this and remove unnecessary applications from here and add your favorite or most usable one. Click on done. Now let me show you how you can use this. For example, if you're using any application and you quickly want to launch another one, then simply swipe to the left and then select the app. Then it will open it in floating window and you can use two applications. Let's talk about some of the gestures and motions of the smartphone. Open your settings, scroll down, select shortcut and accessibility and then select smart motion. Select smart screen on or off. From here, firstly enable this double tap to wake and double tap to turn off. Then whenever you will be on your home screen, you don't have to press the power button to lock your smartphone. You can simply double tap on the blank area, then it will lock your smartphone. And if you want to wake your locked screen, then again you don't have to press the power button. You can double tap on the screen, then it will wake your screen up. If you read ebooks, articles a lot, then you can also use this keep screen on while viewing feature. If you enable this, then you don't have to keep on tapping on the display to keep it on. It will detect your eyes from the front camera and then keep your screen on. And the last one is this raise to wake. If you will enable this, then whenever your phone is on the table and you will pick it up like this, then it will turn on your locked screen. If you use your phone at night a lot, then you can use the next two features to protect your eyes. Open your settings, select display brightness and eye protection. The first one is this dark mode. If you will enable this, then it will turn all the white color into black color. This will decrease the pressure on your eyes. You can also schedule this as per your bed timing. The second one is this eye comfort and protection. Tap on this and then enable this eye protection. It will warm the color of your screen, as you can see. You can also adjust the intensity from here. So if you use your phone at night a lot, then you can use these two features to protect your eyes. When your phone is locked, if you long press the volume down button, then it will turn on the flashlight, and if you long press it again, then it will turn it off. But if you want to change that, then open your settings, scroll down, select shortcut and accessibility, and then select quick action. From here you can select record, open Facebook, or you can also select any specific application. Select app, and then whenever your phone is locked, if you long press the volume down button, then it will directly launch that specific application. But if you are using any screen lock, then firstly you have to type the password, then it will open the app for you. There's another hidden feature to quickly launch your camera application from your locked screen. Open your camera app, click on settings, select more settings, and then select quick action for volume button. From here, select the mode in which you want to open the camera application. I'm selecting video and enable this launch and shoot. Now, whenever your phone is locked, if you will double press volume down button like this, then it will directly launch the camera application in the video mode and then instantly start recording. So it's a very handy feature. You can select the mode and set this volume button to launch your camera app.